In the house.
Sundance reunion.
Dorkaholics in the house.
Woo,
What's
Sundance
up, Neil?
reunion. It would be redundant to do introductions again, but I am Neil with Dorkaholics, where we believe there's a dork in everyone. It's our job to bring that dork out into the world.
Hey, good to meet you, Neil. Again.
Yeah,
Yes, nice to see you again, Perry. Nice to see you again, Olivia. So the world is a much different place now in 2024 compared to when the filming of Warrior started in 2017 to when it aired in 2019. From the lens of your characters and their journeys in the series, what themes do you feel are relevant now more than ever? We can start with you, Perry.
I was gonna say Olivia. My hand was like, okay. So all those relevant themes in Warrior, political demagoguery, immigrant scapegoating, those things are so topical today, right? This is before when we started filming in 2017. We didn't know how topical it would still be, even more so. Like, look at the immigration situation today in America and what we're voting for. This is what our show was about. Somebody mentioned to me, a historian, when they first saw the first episode of Warrior. She went, "You guys mentioned the Chinese Exclusion Act 3 times during that first episode. That's never happened before in any television show ever, right?" So our show is still, I mean, it just goes to show that systemic oppression, racism is still alive and more than ever today.
I
I don't
agree.
think I caught that answer. I think he covered it.
I mean, I still want to dive into your character, a toy. I think at first glance, one may be like, oh, she is a I don't want to reduce your characters a madame of a brothel, but she's so much more than that. She genuinely cares about her community, supporting these women, finding ways for them to not just survive but thrive in America, especially in like later season 3. Um, like how important is it to have women supporting women even in times like Chinatown and Warrior?
I think women supporting women is what keeps the world balanced. I do. I think we have a culture that has put toxic masculinity on steroids. And I think that the effects of that, we're seeing it now. We're seeing the global warming. We're seeing the political system that is pushing for profit over people. We're seeing capitalism take over as the highest value. Um, all of that is the opposite of, I think, that the having like female gender principles lead, right? Like mercy, compassion, nurturance. Um, and I think with the Atoy character, I think what's also really important for women in seeing the Atoy character is I hope that they see the complexities of what it is to be a woman. That to have this like monolithic personality and this idea of, oh, you're just a nice girl and that's all you should be. We blow it out of the water with Atoy because you see that she can be fierce and violent and, you know, but that she can also be incredibly kind, incredibly generous, very, very aware of visioning for her community and thinking 3 steps ahead and doing it because it's the right thing and it actually aligns with who she is and what her values are. So I think in a small way for a character to be on screen that encourages women to be all the aspects of themselves, to own their anger, to own their vulnerability, to own their joy and let it all inform what it means to be human is one slight service that I hope Atoy brings across on screen.
No, it certainly does. Um, I remember going to Chinatown just a few weeks ago in Los Angeles, not Chinatown, San Francisco, and I remember seeing like blah blah, like Tong of Chinatown like on one of the buildings, and instantly, aside from the Bruce Lee statue in Chinatown, I was like, oh my god, warrior, and just understanding the roles of the Tongs because I had heard of the Tong Wars and that whole gangster esque view of the Tongs, but also understanding like, hey, Tongs have a legitimate role in their communities. Um, in what ways do you hope that the reference to Tongs does not get lost through Warrior because it does go into the grittiness of the potential for gang life, but at the same time, they do serve a role in the community.
I
Absolutely. I had addressed that when I first did the Nick with Steven Soderbergh, and they wrote a Tong story, and they had a line about the Tongs. And what, if we could actually address the situation, the real life situation, that Tongs are just a club. It's a club and a benevolent association for those who came from the same village, but there are nefarious tongues, right, that had to take, issues into their own hands in their own way because this, government wasn't going to help them against anti-Asian violence at the time. So I was hoping that one day we can have a talk with, Jonathan. If we get season four, the Trapper, that there are actually other tongues that started, and most of them are just clubs for the people who came from those communities. But I think we also get a glimpse of how the Tong served them as a brotherhood outside of the, mafia type activities in the show.
Hmm. Oh, thank you for that. And with Lunar New Year coming up ahead tomorrow, do you two have any blessings or positive sentiments for audiences?
hmm, I think I'm just wishing all our Warrior fans um, who've been with us from the start, and all our Warrior fans who will come into the fold once we hit Netflix, just wishing them mad dragon energy. This is Bruce Lee's year. He's not only Year of the Dragon, he's also Month of the Dragon. Harry Young is a dragon, Chen Tang is a dragon, Brandon Lee is a dragon. So there's so much dragon energy behind this show, and it is arguably one of the most powerful animals in the zodiac. So whatever it is that you are maybe feeling doubtful or insecure, I'm just wishing you so much inner dragon energy to go get the things you want to get, to go produce the things you want to produce, to go heal the things you want to heal, and have an amazing, prosperous new year.
恭喜发财，新年快乐. It doesn't mean Happy New Year. It means I hope to get rich, according to my movie son Ronnie Chang. But really, hanging out with all the cast members and all our producers, we know that this show is important to the community. And when we say the lines in front of the camera, I know that what I'm doing is it betters the community, our understanding, our representation of who we are as Asian people. So I just hope that you all, when you see it up on Netflix, that we are one community. You know, that when you welcome us into your living room, that we actually want to be there. And I do what I do, and I could say that for the cast. We recognize the importance of what we do for the community. So you know, for this Lunar New Year's, like I think we are all gonna welcome this really good, fresh, new energy because Netflix is a platform that's just gonna blow up the show. And if we all sort of support each other, I think that's what it's about, right? Making it right now in this time is coming together and unifying and showing that we are one. And I think that we can move forward in this new year as one.
No,
Lunar
love
New
that.
Year watch parties has one. With
Yes.
all three seasons, from beginning to end, Lunar New Year watch parties. That's
Will
what I
do.
hope.
Thank you, Perry. Thank you, Olivia. See you guys
Thanks,
next.
Neil. Good to see
Thank you,
you.
Neil.